Welcome back. My name is Teresa and I am virtual. I have an awful, garbage, filthy mouth where sometimes, just sometimes, I tend to use the word fuck as a comma. If you're not into that or weird stuff in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to X out the video here. No harm, no foul. But I'll remember our time fondly. Hello, my little shark bites. Remember that? Whatever happened to them, right? It was shark bites, right? Yeah, it was like fruit by the foot, fruit roll up, and shark bites. Again, I don't know what happened to them. Someone down below, let me know what happened to shark bites. Anyway, I know I have been talking a lot about multichromes and my love and admiration for them. And I was thinking about the best way to showcase my multichrome collection. I decided that I want to do dedicated videos to each brand. I was initially going to do one big video, but honestly, I don't want to rush anything. I want to take my time. Ew. I want to love on this for a little bit. Can I tell you how much I'm loving talking into a microphone? I feel like I am some sort of DJ or some sort of talk radio, especially like around the 3 a.m. market where I just talk to lonely truck drivers. Ooh, actually, that sounds like a 900 number. All right, anyway, this is a different kind of a video, obviously, because as much as I want to give you eye swatches, my eyes won't allow that. So I figured the best thing to do would be an up-close swatch so you can see the magical shift and give you my overall review of the multichromes and whether or not I think you should check them out or look elsewhere. That said, I want to talk about Devinah Cosmetics. I'm mentioning this brand first because they're having a sale tomorrow, and I know quite a few of y'all have been asking my opinion about their multichromes. So full transparency here. Most of the multichromes were sent to me in PR or I purchased myself, or actually I think some were sent to my PO box. I forget. Anyway, I have purchased from the brand before with my hard-earned money, mostly matte and really fun sparkly duochromes, and I've always had a great experience with this brand. So when the brand reached out to me, I said, abso-fucking-lutely. That said, I do have an affiliate code. So if you are interested in checking them out, please feel free to use the code GARBAGE. This will save you 20% off your purchase, and it actually includes multichromes. I know. So if you choose to use this code, I do get a small kickback. Of course, if you don't like me, which is totally fine, I don't like myself most days. There are wonderful creators who have codes as well. So tickle the pickle you like the most. Devinah Cosmetics has multiple collections, and they have a fair amount of duochromes that are super lovely. However, in today's video, I just want to focus on the shadows that are classified as multichromes. If you would like to see a video about their duochromes, let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to do so. Because like I said, they do have a lot of different collections, and not every collection is the same. So yeah, let me know down below. Anyway, these little boys will set you back $16 a pop. But of course, if you do use the code, these will be $12.80, which is not bad for multichromes. They're not the cheapest, but I would classify the price as mid-tier. The Aurora Flare collection is highly pigmented, bordering on a high shine metallic. The shadows are smooth and slick to the touch and have a black base. There is barely any fallout or kick up when using these shadows. However, if used with a brush, some light fallout happens, but overall, incredibly easy to clean. As I mentioned before, these shadows are highly pigmented, so you don't need to build these boys up. These shadows can be easily layered and will not cause any texture or flaking on the lids. They can also be used with a setting spray, and if you do, you'll not experience the dreaded spicy butthole effect, which is fucking great. My personal preference is to use glitter glue, and I actually thank Emily Hanhan for the suggestion because I never religiously used glitter glue in the past. I dabbled in it, but I didn't stick my dick too far into it. As someone who has hooded eyes and wants to strike the fear in my enemy, if I don't use glitter glue, multichromes, and just not these, just in general, won't last. The longevity with glitter glue is excellent, and I didn't notice any visible fading until after the 8-hour mark. I think out of all the multichromes, the Aurora Flares are my top for having great longevity. I didn't experience any irritation, staining, or performance issues when using these shadows. I typically use multichromes with a dense, slim shader brush, kind of like the Refer 21, for example, and letting it live its best life. I pop it on a lid, and I'm good to go. I destroy everybody in my path. You can most certainly use a fluffier brush to apply. However, you're gonna have a great big old glitter bukkake moment, and you'll need to build up the opacity. It's not as rich as using a dense brush or your finger. I typically stay away from the fluffy brush application because I don't like looking like Tinkerbell just shit on my face. face. But hey, it's 2021, you do you, boo. In my opinion, for $16 or $12.80, these boys are worth the money. In this collection, there are 7 shades, and I'm probably gonna fuck up the names, so my apologies. Magnetosphere. This shade has a purple to blue to pink to an orange rush shift. I don't know. It's literally a fucking rainbow on your face. It's beautiful. Borealis. This one has a blue teal purple shift, but it has a very prominent teal shift. Exosphere. This is my personal favorite. This is like the mutant green, yellow, blue shift fucking colors of your dreams. This literally will melt people's souls. I fucking love it. Australis. This one has the pink, yellow, green shift, very similar to the shade that can be found in the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. Hemisphere. This one has a very beautiful blue, purple, pink shift. Polaris. This one has a green to purple shift, and I think a little bit of blue in there. Chromosphere. This is another one. Listen, I'm just a sucker for fucking greens. This one has a shift from like a yellow rust color to green. On January 23rd, Devinah will be releasing 2 more shadows to join the Aurora Flare collection, and I plan on picking them up, and that is Phenomenon and Hemisphere. Phenomenon looks similar to Chromosphere, but not as mutant green. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of comments asking me which one is my favorite, and listen, like I mentioned, I gravitate towards the mutant green ones or the ones that have the green to blue to purple shifts. I'm happy to say that I didn't experience any issues with the shadows individually, so if you are interested in picking up anything, pick up the colors that tickle your dick the most. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you necessarily need all of them. I think if you got away with 1 or 2 or even 3, that's good. You don't need everything. But rest assured that all the shadows are created equally in this little grouping. I have 2 other multichromes that are not quite a part of the Aurora Flare collection, but similar, just maybe dialed back. And that's Melanus and Parthenos. Again, I feel like I'm fucking butchering that. But these 2 are from the Butterfly Kalediscope collection. I spoke with the owner of Devinah, who is Deandra, by the way. Hey, Deandra, hey. And she mentioned to me that these were out of stock and they might come back, but again, no guarantee. So unfortunately, you cannot pick up any of these currently, but maybe in the future they might be available. That being said, they are the diet version of the Aurora Flare collection. I feel like every time I say Aurora, it just gets weirder. Okay, just me? All right, cool. Anyway, the base of the shadows has more of a gray undertone, and you'll notice that the shadow's texture is not as smooth. So there's a fair amount of kick up and fallout with these shades. I would also classify these shades as more sparkly and less metallic. These multichromes are certainly subtle, but they can be built up to have a more substantial opacity. These do pair well together and work beautifully with other shadows, and I found that these apply really good with glitter glue. There is some fallout and yes, a little glitter bukkake, but they do have a decent longevity. I don't think as good as the Aurora Flares, but still very solid. The 2 shades are comparable to the 2 shades in the Aurora Flare collection. Melanus is similar to Polaris, and Parthenos is similar to Exosphere. With that said, that is part 1 to my, I don't even know what the fuck to call this series. My TED Talk of multichromes, I guess? I don't know. Please let me know if you like this style of video. I'm trying something new today, so yeah, constructive criticism is always welcome. Just don't be a fuckface. Like I mentioned earlier, I want to start with Devinah first because these will be restocked soon. Multichromes are really hard to come by in the indie community. A lot of times they are always sold out. And like I mentioned earlier, I want to start with Devinah first because these will be restocked soon. So you can use a coupon code to save some money. Multichromes are traditionally expensive, so if you save some coin, so motherfucking be it. Again, my code is GARBAGE. This again will save you 20% off. Of course, you can use any code or no code. I don't really give a shit what you do. Just don't do it in my living room. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, to all my beautiful, wonderful patron bubbies. Thank you so much for being delicious, scrumptious, and adorable. And thank you so much for keeping this filthy and trashy garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do it without you. If you want to know, actually, you can't know what's on my face because you don't even see me. But if you want to know where to get my podcast or my merch, as well as links to these shadows, everything will be listed in the description box below. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.